I made over $1.5 million last year from 7 different income streams. This video isn't to brag, it actually took me 5 years to build these up, so don't expect to hit those numbers right away. But here's what you can expect. 4 of these income streams took 0 upfront capital, but I built them working just 1 to 2 hours a day. That's why in this video, I'm going to walk you through them, showing you my journey from the beginning, how much they've made me, and how you can get started doing the same. But before I reveal to you the first income stream, I want to go over the biggest mistake beginners make when they first get started. It's what I called the one stream curse. About 7 years ago, I thought working a normal job, climbing the corporate ladder, and eventually making it was the recipe for financial success. But after doing it myself, feeling stuck, suffocated, and watching people 10 years ahead of me still miserable, here's what I realized. Most people are under the one stream curse and don't even know it. This same curse keeps people trapped, relying on one stream of income, like a 9-to-5, thinking it's enough to get by. And relying on this one stream of income is risky for 2 reasons. 1, you're completely tied to trading your time for money, which means there's always going to be a ceiling to how much you can make. And secondly, you're putting all your eggs in one basket, hoping that one single source of income never disappears. And here's the thing, as long as you're stuck in the one stream curse, you'll be trapped in the same cycle, working hard, earning just enough, but never breaking free. That's why I'm such a big believer in building multiple income streams, because they allow you to escape the one stream curse. So you can have freedom to take your fancy vacations, spend time with your family, and do what you want when you want. And for me, the income stream that allowed me to break free from this curse was YouTube AdSense. It was 2019 on a random Monday afternoon, sitting on my couch, scrolling through my YouTube homepage. That's when I stumbled upon a Graham Stephan video. I had been watching him since I was 16. Back then, he was my go-to for all financial advice when it came to stocks, real estate, and passive income. But this time, this video was different. This time, he was explaining how he was making $100,000 a month just from YouTube AdSense. At that moment, I felt 2 emotions. The first one was jealousy, and the second one was excitement. Of course, I was jealous. He was making 20 times more than my monthly income just by posting videos, but I was also excited because I saw an opportunity. The main thing about this opportunity that caught my attention was how simple his videos were. He was just posting straightforward videos explaining finance topics like stocks, real estate, investing, and his income streams. And that's when I started thinking, if he can do it, then I can do it too. You see, that same year, I had learned so much from building my last business that I could share my lessons with the world. So I locked myself in a room for 5 hours and talked about stock investing, and then another extra hour creating a thumbnail in Canva, and then another hour on Premiere Pro editing the video, making it as polished as I possibly could. Then I finally posted the video and nothing, no views. I kept refreshing the screen. I felt my heart drop, my stomach start to twist, and I felt like I put all this effort in for nothing. But a few days later, something shocking happened. I opened my analytics and I saw my video had gotten thousands of views. Shortly after checking, I saw that I got monetized, and at that exact moment, I felt like I had just won the lottery. This one video got thousands of views, and the crazy thing is, I created it with just my phone and laptop. But it would be videos like these that made me over $300,000 a year just from YouTube AdSense, and making this amount of money was life-changing. I could finally support myself, help my mom with the bills, and take those fancy vacations that I kept seeing people post about on social media, just by working from my laptop. And if you're watching this, chances are you're probably wondering how you can get monetized, so let me show you how it works. Once you hit 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, YouTube starts showing ads on your videos and you start earning money. To figure out how much YouTube will actually pay you, the main number to understand is the RPM. RPM stands for revenue per mile, which means how much you earn per 1,000 views after YouTube takes their 45% cut. Let me show you some numbers from my own channel to explain how RPM works. So here's a video I posted a few months ago that got around 500,000 views. The RPM here is $21.55, meaning I get paid that amount for every 1,000 views this video gets. And so far, this video has made me close to $11,000, which is solid. But after posting on YouTube for a few months back in 2020, I realized one thing: it wasn't as scalable as I thought. I would have to get hundreds of thousands of views just to make a few $1,000s per month. So with that in mind, I decided to shift gears, and a few weeks later in 2020, I was watching a video on passive income that my good friend recommended to me, and that's when I stumbled upon a new income stream. But this time it stood out from the rest. It was one that didn't require any startup capital, was beginner friendly, and highly profitable. It's called Affiliate Marketing 2.0. Instead of promoting lower priced affiliate programs like in traditional affiliate marketing, with Affiliate Marketing 2.0, you promote affiliate programs that give you a payout of 100 or more. I did this by creating tutorials around affiliate softwares like Shopify and asking my viewers to sign up using my link like this. And in the last year alone, this income stream made me over $330,000, which is honestly crazy considering I only create 1 to 2 videos per month promoting these programs. So after figuring out the simplest way to get this going, I built a step-by-step roadmap for Affiliate Marketing 2.0 so you can copy what's worked for me and start seeing results yourself. Start by finding a few softwares to promote on impact.com. The good ones I recommend are ConvertKit, Shopify, or Hostinger. Next, create your YouTube tutorials. Here you can include step-by-step tutorials and show viewers how to use that software just like I do here. With these, you can do them with your face or faceless. And as you're recording your video, be sure to add call to actions throughout it, asking your viewers to sign up to this software using your affiliate link so that you can monetize the views you're getting. And there you have it. That's all it takes to get started. But even after making all this money through Affiliate Marketing 2.0, there was one big problem. What if the company I was promoting discontinues the product or refuses to pay me my earnings? I needed a source of income I owned, one that no one could take away from me. Because at the time, I only had 2 income streams, YouTube AdSense and affiliate revenue. And one of them could disappear overnight. And this wasn't just a possibility, this could easily be a reality after seeing a few creators I knew go through this. And that same fear held me back from fully scaling my affiliate marketing business. So I knew if I didn't want to go through that, I needed to do something fast. Then one night in 2021, I was doing research for one of my affiliate marketing videos, and I finally got a breakthrough. I noticed that everyone in my niche was selling high-ticket digital courses, and after doing some more research, I learned exactly why they were way more profitable and consistent. You created them once, and they worked as a passive income source for months or even years. And unlike Affiliate Marketing 2.0, no one could take this away from me, so with that problem out of the way, I felt like I could scale it infinitely. Thinking this would be my golden opportunity, I created a course teaching people how I was making money with Affiliate Marketing 2.0. And after a few days of the initial launch, I will never forget the number on my dashboard. I made my first $14,000 in just the first few days. It felt like I had bought Bitcoin back in 2011 for $1. Or when I started my YouTube channel back in 2020, before I knew how big it would get. And over the last year, I've made over $700,000 from this income stream alone. But the real question people keep asking me was, how did you do it, Sarah? That's why, after investing thousands of dollars and months of my life, I finally condensed everything I know about creating high-ticket digital courses into a step-by-step system. The same strategies that help thousands of beginners, even with zero marketing or social media skills, make their first thousands online. Introducing the Content Creator Coaching Program. When you join, you'll get access to the clear-cut 5-step guide to find hidden profitable niches, my blueprint to ensure you know everything about building your own digital products, finding ideas to create them, and then marketing them to your audience. You'll also receive a content growth system that shows you how to create the exact type of content that attracts the right audience on platforms such as Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, so you can turn your audience into paying customers. But the best part, you'll have me and a 7-figure coach guiding you throughout every step of the way. So by joining it, it becomes impossible to fail with these accountability systems already in place. If you're interested in learning how hundreds of beginners are taking advantage of this opportunity to make their first $10,000 online, then click the first link in the description and I'll see you inside. However, even after building all these assets like my high-ticket digital products, there was one moment where my mind did a complete 180. It It was 2023 on a random Saturday afternoon when I was watching Alex Becker on my couch talk about his software company being acquired for $110 million. Hearing this at the time just blew my mind. It made me think, how are these people even doing this? There must be a cheat code. And that's when I knew I had to figure this out. I thought, sure, I was building two separate income streams that made me tens of thousands each month, but I had no exit strategy. Then I thought of something crazy. Why don't I build a sellable asset just like Alex alongside my personal brand? This would be awesome because this is what I could sell later for millions down the line. So in 2025, that's what I plan to do to see how it goes. I'll be updating you on how much money I make in the coming months, so stay tuned. Now, the next income stream is real estate investments because while software was cool, it would take me years to build and get it up to speed to finally sell. I wanted something that would pay me consistent passive income, something that didn't require me to always be posting content or having to hire software engineers. Because here's the thing, if I didn't find a way to make my money work for me, I would be stuck in this constant work loop and I won't be letting my money work for itself. And then I remembered something that changed everything. Remember that same YouTuber I mentioned at the start of this video, the one that was making $100,000 a month with YouTube AdSense? Back in 2018, there was a movement he was promoting called the FIRE movement, which stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. As you can probably guess from the name, it was all about prioritizing financial freedom and retiring early, and that's when it became clear to me. Real estate investments were the perfect passive income path to finally break out of this loop because you essentially buy property once and let it generate passive income for you for years. That's why after saving thousands of dollars, the day finally came where I decided to do something that would change my future forever. I purchased 4 properties that are now generating me $10,000 a month consistently, and let me be honest with you, in doing this I felt free. I felt like I had the space to function. I felt like I didn't have to worry about working every single day when I had passive income sources working for me. This gave me a sense of security because even if YouTube decides to disable my account tonight, I will still be fine. People will always need a home and these 4 properties will always generate money for me. But I know if you're investing in real estate for the first time, it can all sound overwhelming. So here's my 2 cents of advice. Start investing in properties like single family homes in up and coming areas. These are the areas where you'll find the best tenants for your property. And when it comes to your first investment, only put in what you're comfortable learning with. Treat it like your real estate education because it could either pay off big or teach you a tough lesson. However, there was one time where I almost changed my mind on real estate investments. It was when I was listening to a podcast and stumbled upon a guy called Matt McKeever. But unlike creators talking about real estate investments, softwares, or anything else, Matt was different. He wasn't speaking about his own income streams. Instead, he was interviewing others about their income streams. And then he brought on this mysterious lady whose story would go on to completely change how I viewed long-term rentals like real estate, because what she said next just blew my expectations. She was making $100,000 from just one Airbnb property every year. And if you don't know, Airbnb properties are real estate properties but rented out on a short-term basis for vacations, business trips, or traveling. And hearing this shocked me because it made my brain explode, and it seemed crazy to me since it's really hard to do with long-term rental properties like real estate. So after days of not sleeping, nights of binging videos, and mornings of using all my brain power to get a conclusion, I decided on this. I would try renting out my current home on Airbnb to see how profitable it would be. So far, I've made my first $10,000 doing this, but like that lady from earlier, I know I can make much more. And chances are you're also probably wondering how you can get started doing the same. So here are my 2 tips to begin. First, look for rental-friendly apartments or homes where the landlord is open to short-term subleasing. This is how you can start renting out your first home on Airbnb without owning the property. Second, focus on making your listing stand out through high-quality photos, fast responses, and negotiations. These 3 things can turn your listing into a 5-star money maker. The next income stream is stock market dividends. This is one one of my favorite passive income streams because once you invest, the money comes in without doing anything, no managing properties or chasing Airbnb guests. Here's how it works. When you buy a stock, you're investing in a company. Some companies pay you a dividend, which is a portion of their profits paid out to shareholders. For example, if you invest $10,000 in a stock that pays a 4% dividend, you'll earn $400 every single year. And that's completely passive income. One dividend stock I like is TD Bank, which pays about 5%, but my favorite strategy is investing in index funds like VU. Instead of buying one stock, you're basically buying a basket of the top companies like Apple, Google, Microsoft. You get the idea. And many of them pay dividends too. This spreads out your risk, and over time, index funds like VU have delivered consistent 7 to 10% annual returns. Over the past 6 years, I've invested over $2 million into dividend paying funds, and now I earn around $100,000 to $150,000 per year passively from both the dividend payouts and the increases in the stock prices over time. Now you know the 7 income streams that make me $1.5 million a year at 23. If you'd like to skip all the mistakes and fast track your way to your first $10,000 online through high ticket digital courses, click the first link in the description, apply to the content creator coaching program, and I'll see you inside.